Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the audio leading up to this video. This is going to be part two of that same deal. Two packs deep in the break, and well, it's a good thing I know everybody involved tonight as we're doing this. Probably shouldn't have had that Sunday afternoon cocktail before I set this all up, but here we go. So we're two packs deep into the break. Nothing too special. I'd say Nolan Ryan's probably the best hit that we've had so far. Puzzle piece again. Oh, another Tim Loudner. Greg Olson rookie this time with a really banged up corner, which is, you don't like seeing that, especially in a pack that doesn't have other banged up corners in it. That's always kind of an oddball to me, but we'll take a look here and see. Armstrong, Hurst, Daly, Will Clark MVP again, Bob Watt, Kirby Puckett MVP again, Mark Graves, Diamond King again, Al Nipper, Ricky Jordan. If I remember right, that's his rookie. Again, he was going to be something fantastic, and it just didn't really pan out to be that way. Thick Pin, Steve Balboni, Scott Jordan, and Todd Pagnozzi, or Nazi, I don't know how they say it. New stack here. Hopefully this livens up just a little bit. Get some Hall of Fame rookie cards in here. We should be able to see if we can't pull one. Puzzle piece. Scott Geraltz, Mark Clear, Eric Hansen was the Mariners rookie, not the one you want to pull this year, but Alex Sanchez rookie, Charles Hudson, Danny Darwin, Musselman, Floyd Bannister, Rob Murphy, Wade Boggs, one of my favorite players of all time. And man, these are just really great cards. I hope we get a Griff. It's going to be a sweet one. Ken Hill, Trammell MVP, Jose Lind, Wally Joyner MVP, and then Andres Galarraga. Come on, let's get gradable rookies here. I'm not worried about saving the wax. If anybody's interested in a bunch of 89 Donruss wax, I'll give them to you down the road. Another Ricky Jordan rookie. This was a little bit OC, but nice card. Thick Pin, Balboni, Jordan, Mike Maddox, Sheridan, Dan Pasqua, Rick Aguilera, Joe Bover, Chad Kruger, Jeff Leonard, David Cohn, one of my favorite pitchers. That card's off-centered though, that's a shame. Jack Savage, Cecilio Gante, and Sean Dunston. Now we got an Andre Dawson here in this pack. A little bit of wax. Stick it. Nah, didn't leave anything behind, that's fine. Phil Bradley, Lou Whitaker, Jack McDowell, Ron Darling, Ron Gant, Bobby Witt, Joey Meyer, Keith Miller, Raj McDowell, Scott Fletcher, Manny Trio, Tim Cruz, Tim Flannery, Bill Wegman, Brian Harvey, and then Andre Dawson. And again, I mean, I don't know how great of a view you guys are getting here with the setup I've got going on tonight, but these cards are particularly well centered. A little bit of a glare there. I got the wrong kind of lights going on tonight. I should have my soft light up, but let's see if I can kill that a little bit for us. A little bit, but you get a little bit better idea of how well centered those are. So again, hoping to hit the Griff in here in this box. Just heard that Cliff Robinson passed away. Sad to hear that. Big fan of his, so just a little shout out to Chris Robinson. Puzzle piece. Let's see. Sanderson, Brookins, Gallagher, Mike Jackson. Used to love watching him play. Candiotti, Dave Palmer, Guillermo Hernandez, Jack McDowell, Dave Magadan, Charlie Pulio. Wild Thing Mitch Williams, it's a nice card. This is what, third year card, 87, 88? Yeah. Glenn Braggs, Keith Miller, Terry Leach, and Oda B. McDowell. Sorry guys, just want to make sure I'm putting everybody's stuff in the right slot. I don't want to get anybody's cards mixed up. Oh, we're going to hit another Wade Boggs in the back of this pack. like there's a couple of these channels running similarly. Um, Dan Gladden, Jerry Reed, Pete Smith, Don Mattingly. That's a really nice Mattingly, man. You know, as much as they say 89 Donruss, and you know, they were mass-produced cards these years, but 31-year-old baseball card, 31-year-old piece of cardboard in mint condition with one of my favorite guys on it. It's in a limited series, so I love it. It's Don Mattingly. Mike Scott, Randy Bush, Atlee Hammaker, Paul Molitor. That's another nice card. Bobby Bowe, Diamond. There we go. There we go. This one looks like it could be a little bit top to bottom OC, as I think it's supposed to be a little bit lower, but we got a Gary Sheffield rookie card, so that's a great card. That's one of the top hits we want in the box. That's a beautiful thing. Rafael Ramirez, Tom Henke, Bill Loudner, Barry Larkin, and Wade Boggs in the same pack. That's a really nice pack. We'll go ahead and get those guys all sleeved. Starting with Gare. Again, we got a little glare issue here going on. Let's see if I can change the angle. It's a nice Sheffield card. Very well centered left to right. It looks like it might be shifted a little high on the cardboard, but we'll leave that up to the owner of the card to see if he sends it out for grading, and then they'll decide if it's OC or not. Rick Shoe on the back. Oh. Getting a couple of these wax stickies here. This is your puzzle piece. Those guys. Alright, puzzle here. Mike Devereaux, Eric Show, Chris Bazio, Jack Howell, Drew Hall, Denny Martinez, Tracy Jones, Jose Bautista, Dan Plesac, Bob Malachy, Brian Downey, Jose Uribe, Hippolito Pena, Craig Reynolds, and Rick Shoe. Kind of a misfire pack there, boys and girls. Hope the stream's coming through alright for everybody. Chad Kruger, BJ. God, I had so many BJ Surhoff rookie cards. I just wish he would have done something. Mookie Wilson, Jack Savage, Jeff Kunkel. There's a Greg Maddux, greatest pitcher. Well, one of the greatest pitchers of all time. A really nice Maddux card too. Hershiser, another one of the greatest pitchers. Robbie Alomar, it's a nice pack. Grape Brock, Wally Joyner's in here. Drew Hall, Tom Foley, Tracy Jones, Dave Schmidt, and Dale Sven. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you guys are getting good audio. Let me know how the video feed's coming across. We have everything kind of set up as best as we could to give it a test tonight, but we can fine-tune whatever pops up. Pretty sure I saw Cal Ripken down there on the back of this pack, so that's something to look forward. Let's see what else is in here. We got Manny Trio, Fernando Valenzuela, Tony Gwynn. That's always a beautiful card to get. Greg Brock, Brian Harvey, Pat Perry, Luis Rivera, Hubie Brooks, Eddie Murray, Chuck Krim, Jeff Ballard, Mike Witt, Denny Cook, Ricky Henderson. Man, that's a nice pack. Bob Nepper and Cal Ripken Jr. So far, best hit's been the Sheffield rookie card, which is great. These other Hall of Famers and stars is fantastic. Again, these cards, besides one card that I saw, just oddly enough, with a bad corner, which kind of made me feel weird about the boxes, but you know, I've had the case forever, and we seem to be getting a good array of stars and everything. So, you know, like here again, I got a single odd damaged card. But we got Luis Rivera, Mike Fitzgerald, Larry Sheets, Paul Mirabella, Billy Ripken, Kirk McCaskill, Mike Lacrosse, Dave Eland or Elland, Larry Anderson with an E. My dad is the one with an O. Joe Ursulak, Ray Hayward, Ryan Sandberg, another fantastic ball player. Bill Long, Dave Henderson, another oops, watch your language on YouTube. Another great ball player, and Mike Henneman. I know I'm not necessarily going in the exact order in the box, guys. We've got the corners numbered. We have it all on video here, so we know which packs are going where. I know where I'm putting them. I'm just changing it up just because I want to see if we can get a good array of cards. I'm kind of superstitious like that. Puzzles off. Interesting here. You don't see that often. Jose Guzman, and then followed by a flipped card of Devon White. A couple years earlier, that would have been a really nice card to pull. Rick Sutcliffe, Carlton Fisk, love that. Glenn Hubbard, Paul Gibson, Joe Price, Barry Jones, Pascual Perez, Brian Fisher, Spike Owens, Sid Fernandez, Jeff Robinson, Andres Thomas, Bob Ojeda, and Mark McLemore. Got 2 boxes to get through, so I'm going to go ahead and start rattling these out. Mike Boddicker, Minton, Kelly Downs, Pena, Deshays, I don't even know how to say his name. Another Cal Ripken Jr. card, that's nice to see. Ruben Sierra right behind him, Mitch Webster, Ken Williams, Hubbard, Lemon, Aldretti, Lance Johnson, Wallace Johnson, and Jim Gott. So that's a nice pack there. Funny enough, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to which corner these are all seem to be landing, but most of the big names seem to be popping out of one corner in there. So one guy's getting the benefit of this box. We'll see if he ends up with a griff or not. These puzzle pieces over here. Jody Davis, Steve Lyons, Galarraga, Medvin, Oil Can Boyd, Lenny Dykstra, Pete Incaviglia, Rick Mahler, McReynolds, Frazier, Gleaton, Stubbs. He didn't have an Eric card in here, and this was a different year he had an Eric card. But Gary Reedus, Harold Reynolds, and Eric Plunk. Not the one that we're going to be bragging about on Facebook tomorrow. Come on, let's get a nice griff. Let's get a nice griff. Hayward, Lancaster, Long, Stewart, Tanana, Melendez, Manrique, Santovina, Edgar. One of the greatest ball players of all time. One of the most underrated ball players of all time. I mean, I know he's in the Hall of Fame and everything, but during his career, for somebody to not get acknowledged as much for what that guy was doing, beyond me. But Edgar Martinez, Dwight Evans, Keith Hernandez, Corey Snyder, Bruce Sutter, Randy Myers, and Will Frazier. Such a small space here, guys. Bear with me as I'm getting used to it. I'm doing my best. It's all friends in this break, so as we get to the money breaks, I will be very careful to keep everything on screen. Maybe even adjust this guy a little bit, but we'll worry about that when I'm not filming. Puzzles off. Luis de los Santos, Brian Holton, Jeff Robinson, Dave Henderson, Diamond King, Lansford, Tommy Gregg, Froworth. Look what's here. Looky. Alright, so I'll stop in the pack there just because this is a really nice Randy card. Let me get this guy's sleeve here. Alright, let me see if I can get you guys a good view of this. Very well centered on the back. I apologize if you're not getting a really focused feed of the corners, but I can tell you they are sharp, and it is really well centered on the front too. I mean, this is a really nice Randy rookie. So I know who's got the card coming to him, and I have a feeling he is probably texting me right now as my phone's vibrating in the background to tell me to get that graded. That is a gradable Randy Johnson for sure, 100%. That is a beautiful card. I know which stack it goes in, man, but I'm going to leave it up here just so we can have it on display. That is, thus far, king of the table. Let's see if we can get it where it sits really nice and pretty on camera. Let's see. Quintana, Robinson, Mickey Brantley, Alan Ashby, Bud Black, Roberto Kelly, and Randy Riddy. I'm going to make a quick lighting adjustment, guys. Sorry to do this a little unprofessional, but like I said, we are working this thing, working on it as we go. Going to try and do a little adjustment to the lighting here. See if that will help our cause. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around too much with it, but I think if I move it back here, box a little bit out of the way. There we go. Alright, we got a beautiful, beautiful Randy Johnson card. Nice job. Kev, you know it's yours. It came out of that corner, man. That's your corner. They don't know who you are, so I think your username when we put it up here is a little bit different. Alright, puzzle off. Jeff Blauser, Jeff Robinson, Felix Jose rookie, Tom Gordon rookie. I'm a big Tom Gordon fan. That card in the years to come will become valuable. Brett Butler, always a great card. Oh, here we go. Harold Reynolds, and man, another beautiful card. I mean, this Biggio rookie is as sharp as the Randy Johnson. That's a nice Biggio rookie, man. At least it's not going to the same guy. Doug Jones, Al Leader, Martinez, Diaz, Willie Wilson, Van Snyder, Cal Daniels MVP, and the checklist. I'm pretty stoked about these. A lot of times, I don't know, some of you have, I'm sure, opened a lot of these Donruss like I have, and maybe there's some people that are watching that have not. These cards are notoriously in bad shape. They've got the dark edges, so any boxes or cases that have been shuffled around or shipped the wrong way or shipped multiple times, they tend to have issues with condition. Not to mention, Donruss was pumping these things out as fast as they could, so they tend to have issues with centering, as they were just cutting them just bingo, bango, bongo. When I get down and really take a close look here with my corner stop, it's going to take a quick look. Sorry for the pause, everybody. But I got to figure out a way to incorporate. Did I get that thing right? I can do this, man. You guys are going to be impressed. Anyway. Corners are nice and sharp. I can't find a flaw here. I will look it over. But it's getting late. I know a couple of you guys that are watching have kids. Man, they're really nice. Tom Gordon, let's get him in a sleeve too. Just to be tight about it. Alright, we know where those two came from. I'm going to put Gordon down here in the stack, although it's a great card. It's not necessarily one of the bigger hits in the bunch. Let's go. Where's the Griff? That's what we need to find yet. We haven't found him. I need to see a well-centered Griffey for one of my buddies. There's a little bit of this sticky packages going on here. Not digging that, because if we end up with a Griffey on the back, like that one there's got a little bit of wax packed on it. It can be cleaned off with a nylon or a microfiber cloth if it turned out that it was somebody, but still shouldn't have to deal with that. Let's see, puzzles off. Spike Owen, Howard Johnson, Corey Snyder, Andres Thomas, Mackie Sasser, Johnny Ray. We've been through this before. Santos, Belcher, Reynolds, Kirk Gibson, Diamond King, Carteret, Assenmacher, Froworth, Greg Harris rookie, and a Steve Searcy rookie. A little bit colder of a pack there. Alright, puzzles off. See, one of my favorite athletes of all time, Mr. Bo Jackson. A little OC left to right, but well, you know what, not a whole lot, but it is. Actually looks a little like almost very minimally miscut, but be a better look. Still a nice card. Steve Sachs, Gary Reedus, Dave Cohn, Diamond King, Hassey, John Smoltz. Is that rookie? That's Smoltz rookie card, man. Now this one here, a little off center, left to right, which is, you know, like I was telling you, pretty common, but really sharp corners, really nice edges. I'm imagining still, you know, a mint condition, if not better card. just slightly OC. Jack Morris, Cameron Drew, rookie. Another Tom Gordon, rookie. Man, this is a pretty hot pack right here. Bob Brenly, Ray Quinones. Oh, this is a sweet pack. Another beautiful Biggio. Scott Bales, Dave Reddy, Carmelo Martinez. Let's get this guy rocking. Biggio. I've always liked my Craig Biggio cards. I mean, I'm telling you guys. Yeah, this one, yeah, it's still pretty dang clean. I mean, I may be able to see something blind eye right away in this top corner here as a slight imperfection, but we're talking a very, very slight imperfection. So, if we're getting doubles of star rookies, let's try and find two Griffs here in the bottom of this thing. Wouldn't that be a nice way for this to go? Let's get Bo in his sleeve too. He's not a super valuable card as it's his third year card, but still Bo Jackson. A couple of these guys, you know, my friends, I'm going to tell you that there's at least two cards here already that need to be graded. So I'm going to tell you guys before I send them back to you, they should be off to SGC. Okay, Lloyd McClendon, Kevin Seitzer, Keith Brown, Ozzie Guillen, Matt Checklist, Jeff Parrott, Felix Fermin, Tony Fernandez, Todd Worrell, Jeff Hamilton, Ron Kittle, Ozzie Smith, MVP, Bryce Harper, Greg Swindell, and Keith Moreland. Puzzles off. Don Robinson, Mike Moore, Kevin Bass, Bud Black, Neil Allen, Lance McCullers, Lloyd McClendon, Israel Sanchez, Jeff Treadway. Man, no, that wasn't an error. Ruben Sierra, MVP, Checklist, Tim Raines, great ball player, Felix Fermin, Cecil Fielder, fantastic ball player, Jose Aquindo, and Jeff Hamilton. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break here. I'm just going to throw you on the break screen. I got to make it a quick adjustment here because I'm having some issues with the computer. So bear with me. Be right back with you. Alright, sorry about the little break there. Just basically what it was is needed to get some information off to one of the guys that's in the drawing here. So, again, if this was a deal that wasn't a friendship deal, the camera would never come off of the box of cards in the draw, but these are my buddies and my cousins. So, puzzle piece. Johnny, I never knew how to say this. It was Paredes or Paredes, I don't know, but it's Johnny. Doug Drabeck, Rance Mullenix, Tim Jones, Rick Dempsey, Julio Franco, Gerald Perry, Frank Viola, Brooke Jacoby, Andy Hawkins, Curtis Wilkerson, Mike Young, Todd Burns, Benito Santiago. Great, great catcher, man. And Juan Berenger. Well, let's see if we can get any more of these rookies to come popping out. Having two Biggios. Nice. This one's got a little bit of a bumped corner. It was in the corner of the box that may have been up against the side in the case, but it looks like one of the corners may, didn't really carry through. Maybe just on that back card down there. But Frank Williamson, Steve Farr, Van Snyder, Andre Dawson MVP, Checklist. There's the guy whose name I can't pronounce. Glenn Wilson, Mike Flanagan, Tim Jones, John Tudor, Mel Hall, Gerald Perry, Charlie Lee, Jay Bell, and Andy Hawkins. Sorry about that pack, but can't have 36 bomb packs in one box or it wouldn't be any fun. Unless it was all for me. Alright. Puzzles off. Darren Dalton, Joel Skinner, Kurt Young, Brian Myers, Mosby, Marshall, Brady Anderson, Cal Ripken MVP. That's a nice card. Mike Smithson, DeJesus or DeJesus, however you want to say it. Cal Daniels, Greenwell, Diamond King, Norm Charlton, the Sheriff. Bob Stanley and Ed Hearn. Man, we got the Randy, we got 2 Biggios, we got 2 Gordons, we got a Smoltz, and just don't have that Ken Griffey Jr. character, and that's what we're here for. Craig McMurdy, Scott Terry, Rick Honeycutt, Dennis Rasmussen, Kent Herbeck, Juan Samuel, Hal Morris, Mike Gallego or Gallego, I don't know how you say that, Juan Agosto, Rick Leach, Jesse Orozco. Here's another rookie, boys. Kurt Schilling. This is probably the second best card in the thing, you know, probably tied with Randy. This is a perfectly centered in my eyes. Kurt Schilling. Maybe slightly off OC on the back, left to right, which, you know, unfortunately, as they get really particular these days, they even have to dock you a little bit for that. I don't know if it shows with the angle I'm holding the card at. It's getting pretty late, but that is a beautiful, beautiful Schilling card. Let's put that there for just a second. Got a Tony Gwynn MVP, Frank DiPino, and then this Kurt Stillwell with a little bit of a muffled corner. Let's get the Schilling rookie in a sleeve. Puzzle piece over here. Man, I'll tell you what, we're having a great box. If we can get a grip in this will be one of the better Donruss boxes I've seen open. See, we got another Jose Luis de Jesus. Charlie Hu, Mike Young, Todd Burns, Dickie Fong, Greg Gagne, Darren Dalton, Don Slott, Eckersley, Brennan, John Cerruti, Mickey Hatcher, Tom Niedenfuhr, Joe Carter, Mike Smithson, and Jose de Jesus. Sorry to be laughing in the middle of that. I know that's the color of the corner of the Griffey, so sometimes if I get a little bit stuck and just see the corner, I start getting excited thinking we got the Griff. It just makes me feel like I'm 14 years old again, and it's 1990, and I'm sitting there cracking these packs looking for the Griffey rookie, because he was the Michael Jordan of my time. Alright, puzzles off. Corey Snyder, Canseco MVP, Herman Gonzalez, Ron Washington, Marvel Wynn, Paul Kilgus, Willie McGee, Canseco card. I loved Jose Canseco. Loved him. Like, idolized that guy. But then the book. Ah, man. Alright. Rasmussen, Newman, Milt Thompson, Hal Morris, Steve Javier, Bob Forsch, and Sil Campusano. Man, we are down to the last 8 shots at a Griffey, and I still think we're going to get it. I still think we're going to get it. Although I will say one of the guys that's in on this is a bad luck guy. Diamond Kings checklist, Mark Langston, Dante Bichette, Glenn Davis, John Dobson, Garcia, Tim Leary, Mike Schmidt, the always eternal Mike Schmidt. That's a really good card. A little OC left, right. Fred McGriff, so underrated for what he should have been recognized for. A little OC right to left. Shane Mack, Wallen Wonder, Cecil Epsy, Tony Armas, Rich Gedman, Marvin Freeman, and Fred Tolliver. Come on, that was just a lucky shake is what I'd do there. Let's see. Haven't seen any, who else haven't we seen? We haven't seen any Mark McGuire's. Gotta be some other rookies we haven't seen. I'm trying to think. Anyway, Oyster, Carlton Fisk, Diamond King, Tom Browning, Tom Bolton. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but he has a brother who's a singer named Michael Bolton. Mike McFarland, Danny Cox. I'm just lying about that, by the way. Do not hold me to that. Mike Schuler, Tony Pena, Tony Gwynn, Diamond King, Holman, Ortiz, Mike Davis, Greg Harris, Jimmy Key, and Mark Davis. 6 left. 6 packs left. And got Bobby Bow there on the back. Puzzle is off. Ramon Martinez. That might be, oh, that is his rookie, but I don't know. But that's fantastic to get another Schilling. This one's in really nice shape too. A little bit OC, so not quite as nice as the first one, but still, hell of a pull. Andy Van Slyke, Jamie Moyer, Frank White, Ron Oyster, Don Mattingly, Diamond King, Ron Robinson, Tom Bolton. I don't know if I told you or not, but this guy's got a brother that sings. Michael Bolton. Joking. Mark Abigsa, Tony Bernansky, Jay Buhner, The Bone. Tom Pagnozzi, Tony Gwynn, Diamond King, Tim Burke, and Bobby Bowe. I thought that was the second Tony Gwynn Diamond King in the same pack, but I think I was mistaken. This is quite a cluster of rookies for us to pull out of this box. Alright, puzzle is off. Herm Winningham, Fred McGriff, Diamond King, The Sheriff, Norm Charlton, Marty Barrett, Danny Tartable, Diamond King's Checklist, Bankhead, Dante Bichette, Dave Schmidt, Wallach, Miguel Garcia, Tim Leary, Bob Dernier, I think that is. David Wells. If we had more time, I'd tell you a story about that guy. I used to manage a bar that he came into pretty frequently. And good old Shane Mack. Actually, in the interest of David not coming after me and punching me in my face, I probably wouldn't tell you guys that story online. Alright. Puzzles off. Down to 4 packs. Here we go. Darrell Evans, Bob Brower, Dan Petrie, Clemens. We haven't seen that yet. That's a nice card. Vaughn Hayes. Sorry about the vibrations. My phone should be off. John Moses, Doug Jennings, Tom Glavine, Jack Clark, Caminetti, Kirby Puckett, Craig Lefferts, Mark Clear, Ron Jones, and Alex Sanchez rookie. That is a nice pack. Ramon was in this previous one. I almost put him in the wrong deal. Let's put this guy here. Alright, 3 more. I saw the George back there. I thought it was going to say George Kenneth Griffey, but it's George Antonio Bell. Luis Polonia, Derek Lilliquist. Man, these are some tough names to say. Polonia, Lilliquist, Mullins, Billy Hatcher, Gary Getty, Chris Spear, Don August, Louise Medina, Greg Jeffries, Dave Winfield, Ernie Riles, Vince Coleman, Wayne Tollison, Dave Smith, and George Bell. Alright. Come on. We gotta get a Griff. Got to get a Griff. Doyle Alexander, Pete Incaviglia, Tony Armas, Rick Cerrone, Marvin Freeman, Keith Atherton, Dave Parker, Andy Nezelek, Hensley Millens again, Dave Meads, Tommy Hurd, Chris Spear, Rob Deere, Sandy Alomar Jr., rookie. That one has seen better days, if I'm being honest with you. There's some kind of an issue here. This pack took a hit, or this side of the box, because these last 3 cards have a dent on the side. So, tough luck, Chuck. I wasn't just making a rhyme. The guy's name's Chuck. He fixed that corner. So, last pack. For a family member of mine. Come on, Griff. Pop out of here. Alfredo Griffin, Greg Harris, Jesse Barfield, Mike Brumley, Darrell Evans, Steve Bushell, Dick Schofield, Jeff Sellers, Don Carmen, John Moses, Terry Steinbach, Ozzie Virgil, Don Mattingly, that's still a nice card, Ken Caminetti, another nice one, and Alan Anderson. So, very successful 89 Donruss box. However, no Griffs. That's kind of heartbreaking, because that's what we're there for. But as you can see, we pulled 2 really beautiful Curt Schilling rookies. One is absolutely dead tits perfect. Sorry for the expression. This Randy Johnson rookie is marvelous, gradable. This Biggio rookie, absolutely gradable. The other Biggio rookie, I think, was just a little bit OC, but just a great stack of rookie cards. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to take a quick drink of fluids, and then we're going to go ahead and open. I think the next thing on the list is the 93 score football. See if we can't find a nice, perfect Jerome Bettis rookie card. And then I think, like I had mentioned earlier, there's some other insert cards in there that are really nice too. So I'll be right back with you. Thank you, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and fade back into this. All right, we had a great 89 Donruss baseball box break. Went really well. Only disappointment, no Griffs, but multiple rookies of other guys, Hall of Famers, things like that. We're going to move on to 1993 Score Football. See what we can't pull out of this guy. Main card in here is going to be the Jerome Bettis rookie card. You know what? I got myself a cleaner pair of scissors. This pair of scissors isn't looking very good. All right. So also, they've got these franchise insert cards in here, and if you get, one of the main big names in football, you got a really nice card, especially if it's in gradable condition. Again, a lot of times when we're dealing with these, not super expensive boxes, but they're older, I tend to buy the ones that are condition sensitive, meaning that they're pretty hard to get in really, really great condition, and I keep them for a long time. So I store these. Make sure that they're transported right, make sure they don't get bumped around and banged around, and that way we have a really good chance of pulling really nice cards. So you'll see more boxes of this, a ton more boxes of the 89 Donruss as I continue to break the cases. We also are going to, as I get the kinks worked out of the new studio here and get us up and running and as crisp and clean as we can, then we'll start breaking out some really nice stuff. So away we go. Again, this is a friendly break with a few of my buddies, same four guys that were in on the 89 Donruss break, but now we're switching it over to football. I do use scissors when I open foil packs. Some people say not to. I firmly disagree. Right out of the gates, we got a nice Jerry Rice card. It's really well centered, really clean. Two Jerry Rice cards. You get the season highlights. You're also going to get look at this. Jim Kelly, Joe Montana, Men of Autumn, Derek Thomas insert card, Irving Fryer, sorry about that, John Vaughn, Jeff Herod, Todd McNair, Toto, Wade Wilson, Nate Lewis, Rob Moore, Rod Bernstein, Don Mosbar, Chris Moore, and Mark Logan. But really solid pack right out of the gates with all those stars. Got the nice Derek Topper insert. I'm going to go ahead and get these guys going over here. So hopefully we can hit some of these franchise cards. I think they were every 4th pack or every 6th pack. I really can't remember, so we should definitely see them in this 36 pack box. Warren Moon, always a nice card to get. Interestingly enough, Jerry Rice, same two cards we just got in the last pack. Simon Fletcher, Men of Autumn card. Let's see, Anthony Johnson, Randall McDaniel, Ricky Waters, Christian Okoye, Eugene Robinson, Keith McCants, William Perry, The Fridge, Mark Spindle, Bill Romanowski, Greg McMurdy, and Aeneas Williams. I don't know if you guys can tell from the previous videos, I'm a diehard Seattle sports fan. You'll always hear me get a little excited about Seahawks players, Mariners players. You'll hear me get very depressed about Sonics players when we do the basketball breaks. But making up for that, hopefully, when we start doing these hockey breaks of some of the stuff I've been stashing, I can start talking about my Kraken. So, Troy Auzine, apologize, I don't know how to say your name, boss. Dan Marino, one of the best of all time to never get a ring. Ricardo McDonald, we got Warren Moon, pile up again. Here you go. Steve Young, Men of Autumn insert. That's a nice card. Tim McDonald, Pierce Holt, Brian Mitchell, Jim Jeffcoat, Chris Chandler, Richard Dent, Jim Dombrowski, James Washington, Marty Carter, Art Monk, and Mike Pritchard. That Steve Young card is a nice card. Another thing with these is they are, I'm going to sleeve that. That's really in good condition. And with that black border, they're really hard to get in decent shape. I mean, if you look around at the graded ones, you'd be hard pressed to find a 10. And man, that's a really nice specimen of one. So, pack number 4 coming off. Guys that are doing this box break also had a fantasy football draft with earlier this evening, which went my way, which it definitely needed to, as I did get last place last year. Ray Childress, Browning Nagel, John Copeland rookie. I see that rookie symbol. I want that Jerome Bettis, man. Steve Entman, Wilbur Marshall, Men of Autumn. That's a nice card. Hardy Nickerson, Paul Gruber, Wayne Martin, Mark Duper, Simon Fletcher, Charles Mann, Leonard Russell, George Jameson, James Hasty, Daryl Green, and Courtney Hall. Steve McMichael, Dave Craig, Deion Sanders. What is this? The 90 Plus Club. That's a nice card. I don't know if I remember seeing that. Jim Lachey, or Lachey, I don't know how you say it. Alfred Williams, Men of Autumn card. Vince Newsom, Morton Anderson, Ricky Reynolds, Jackie Harris, Jerry Ball, Carlton Hasselrig, Mike Pryor, Garyon Carter. There we go, guys. Hey. Oh man, it's a really nice one. This is Charles Haley and Steve Wallace I'm setting down. I don't even want to lay this down. This is a really pristine. I mean, look how well that's centered. That's a little bit the angle, you know, you probably can't tell because of the angle I'm holding it. I mean, that's a really nice one. Man, we're having some good luck as far as condition, and we got the card we wanted this time. So, Jerome Bettis. In the ad, I put in there that if we pulled any Griffies tonight, that I'd go ahead and get it graded, complimentary. Butchie, that's coming out of your corner. So, we didn't do a Griff. I'm going to grade the Bettis for you. I'll send that out to SGC. I am not one to guarantee things, man, but that is going to grade really well. I'm going to put that in a card saver here and get that out. For the record, guys, I do recommend top loaders for your storage of your own cards. However, sending cards out to get graded, if you know you're going to get it graded, put it right into a card saver out of the box. Reason being, the card grading companies do not like to bang cards or reach in there and pull them out. With the card savers, they actually can cut them out, you know. So when you do send them in to get graded, you know, make sure you put them in a card saver. If you're looking for cards to grade, put them in card savers. If you're looking for cards to keep long term in your personal collection that you're going to handle and organize and show people, use top loaders. All right, Lawrence Taylor. As a kid, that was my idol. I was a linebacker, played defense, and I was a guard on offense. But definitely loved Lawrence Taylor, idolized him. Bruce Smith, another. Man, that's two really Hall of Fame players right there. Dale Carter, Rookie of the Year. Arthur Marshall, who's the Man of Autumn here? Ricky Waters, Greg Townsend, Brett Perriman, Vince Workman, Tim Brown, Darryl Talley, Chip Banks, Chris Chandler, Richard Dent, Reggie Roby, Alvin Harper, and Andre Ware. And I got to tell you guys, I open a lot of cards. I spend a lot of my spare time opening wax, just watching TV and making a mess out of my living room. And I grabbed a couple of really nice boxes as far as condition. You know, again, the first box we didn't get the Griffey, but the condition of the Randy, Biggio. I mean, there are some awesome cards. And then that Jerome Bettis card. I mean, that's a Gem Mint card. I'm just going to put it on the table right there. That's a Gem Mint card, Butch. It's going to come back that way. You can give me a hard time if it's not, but I'm not guaranteeing it. So, Eugene Chung, 90 Plus Club, Kevin Ross, Bernie Kosar, Dana Hall. Who do we got here? Dion is a Man of Autumn, too. Looks like we got a Barry Foster card. Kind of stuck to it. Barry Foster, Rodney Hampton, Sam Mills, Daniel Stubbs, Stan Humphries, Dennis Smith, Kurt Govier, Lorenzo White, Tim Johnson, Michael Haynes, and John Gesick. Boom, boom, boom. So this new studio is in my house, and our previous studio was in the card shop. So when I would go there, I would know I am working or streaming or whatever else. Here, I'm at the house, and if I forget that you guys are there or that this is filmed, who knows what I'm going to do. I'm sitting here staring at the fire. I might go get something to eat. So if that happens, one of you guys with my phone number, call me, but I think we'll get through tonight. Pat Swilling, Phil Simms, Drew Bledsoe rookie card, boys. Drew Bledsoe rookie card. Little OC left to right, but that's another one of the hits we were looking for. Steve McMichael. Man of Autumn, Barry Foster. That's probably not the best of those. Mike Brim, Jim Everett, Steve Wisniewski, Jesse Hester. Yeah. Leonard Marshall, Warren Moon, one of my favorite quarterbacks. Fred Barnett, Sean Gale, John Carney, Alfred Williams, and Bart Oates. This Bledsoe needs to get sealed and dealed. Yeah, it's a really sharp cornered Bledsoe. Actually, you know what? Now that I got it off the table, it might have been the angle I was looking at. It's actually centered pretty dang well, too. I mean, that's sharp cards. Happy about these. Just remember, I keep all my boxes and all my cases in the same place, the same condition. I treat them all the same. So when we start opening up these boxes that I have from the early 80s and late 70s and the, you know, whatever else, packs from the 70s, 60s, and the 50 pack, remember how good a condition you can expect your cards to be in. All right, what do we got here? We've got Ernie Biner, Eddie Anderson in the 90 Plus Club, Jim Harbaugh, Vaughn Dunbar, another Man of Autumn, Deion Sanders. I think we already got one of him. Jeff Herod, Todd McNair, Cortez Kennedy, Mo Gardner, Tommy Kane, Jared Bunch, Chip Lowmiller, Gaston Green, Michael Brooks, Kyle Clifton, and Dan Saliamua. I'll be honest with you, kind of glad I didn't see too big of a hit in there. This bottom corner, which I believe was sitting right there, looks like it must have got bumped or something, because I got a little bit of a soft corner on those packs. Tough luck to you, bud, Kev. Alright, I suppose I should probably be professional about this and turn this so you guys can see the players we're talking about, huh? Henry Ellard, David Brandon, 90 Yard Club, or 90 Plus Club, I should say. Highlight card from 92, Charles Haley. Highlight from Troy Aikman. Super Bowl highlight card, I should say. Ronnie Harmon, Man of Autumn. Brian Cox. Mike Ken. Tim McGee. Gil Bird. Mark Rippon. We've had Jesse Hester, Leonard Marshall, Chris Miller, Lorenzo White, Tim Johnson, and Michael Haynes. I think we can double up on the rookies here with Bettis. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's double up on the Bettis. Kevin Fagan. Ooh. Tom Carter, rookie. What's this? Troy Vincent, Ronnie Lott, one of the baddest dudes on the planet. Rich Camarillo, Man of Autumn, attached to somebody here. Johnny Bailey, Luis Oliver, Jeff Graham, Richmond Webb, David Fulcher, Ethan Horton, sorry. Right, for some reason I had Ken Norton in my head when I saw the picture. What's that? Audrey McMillan, Vincey Glenn, Ken Harvey, Michael Brooks, and Kyle Clifton. Pretty uneventful pack. Some of these 93 score packs can be a little uneventful, especially for you younger guys that probably only know a handful of the people that played. I probably can go off on a tangent on some weird guy like Steve Atwater. Okay, got Troy Vincent, Ronnie Lott again, Troy Aikman card, I don't think we've seen that, Ricky Jackson and Sam Mills Double Trouble card, Terry Allen's Man of Autumn card, Brian Mitchell, Jim Jeffcoat, John L. Williams. Man, he was so fun to watch and go to the Kingdom and watch him play. Bubba McDowell, Darren Perry, Mo Lewis, Chris Carter, one of the great wide receivers, Jim Hitchard, Adrian Cooper, Matt Stover, and Greg Montgomery. I think that said Montgomery, didn't it? Yes, it sure did. All right, Leslie O'Neal, David Treadwell, Dan Fouts Hall of Fame card, that's nice. Darrell Williams, who do we got here? Ricky Jackson there, but another Terry Allen, Man of Autumn, Ricky Jackson, Reggie White, Greg Cragen, Kenneth Davis, Dennis Smith, Kurt Govier, Jim Arnold, Anthony Parker, what's that, Howard Ballard? Chris Dishman and Andy Heck. Andy Heck, man. Oops, sorry guys, sorry, dropped a Tony Page. Mark Carrier, season highlights from 92. Who do we got there? Oh, Sterling Sharp says right there. Gary Clark, Ricky Prohl, Bobby Hebert, I can't remember how he pronounced it. Jim Everett, Steve Wisniewski, Eric Metcalf, Wilbur Marshall, Ricky Sanders. Probably should have said, man, Eric Metcalf was one of the fastest dudes ever. Herman Moore, Chris Jackie, I think is how he said it. Derek Thomas, another bad dude. Andre Collins, and Jim Savini. Alright, let's get something. I could have swore that they had these franchise cards randomly inserted. Those are the ones we want to get to, man. I'm surprised we haven't seen one. Marco Coleman, Randall Cunningham, Eric Martin, Chris Mims, Wendell Davis, Man of Autumn, Greg Jackson, Brad Huster, Toy Cook, Derek Fenner, Dave Meggett, Robert Hassey, Dwayne Bickett, Guy McIntyre, Aaron Wallace, Tim Crummery, and Mark Clayton. We went through the good ones right out of the start. I'm getting a little cold spell here. We need one of these franchise cards to liven things up here. See if we can get an insert. Got Dion, let's see, Henry Jones and Mark Kelso double trouble. Mark Carrier, season highlights again for Sterling. No, Sterling Sharp, right? Yeah. Chris Spielman, Jack Del Rio, Emmett Smith card, that's Butte. Curtis Duncan, Lynn Elliott, Steve Broussard, Willie Davis, Heath Sherman, Gary Zimmerman, Anthony Parker, Howard Ballard, and Chris Dishman. I think that puts us about halfway in this thing, maybe not. Nope. Since we still have lots of chances, I'm really interested to see if we get some of these franchise inserts. So who's the rookie we got on top? Eric Curry. Didn't quite turn out to be what we thought he was going to be. John Fawn, Tracy Scroggins. There's another rookie, Patrick Bates. He's going to be on top of a Men of Autumn. Brad Baxter, Men of Autumn. Cortez Kennedy behind that. Mo Gardner. Brad Baxter right there. Al Smith, Shannon Sharp, Tom Rathman, Rodney Peete, Tom Everett, Maurice Hurst, Nate Newton, and Michael Johnson. All right. Jim Kelly, Joe Montana, Eric Curry. John Vaughn, 90 Plus Club, Bruce Matthews, James Francis, Rich Camarillo, Rufus Porter, Broderick Thomas, Mark Higgs, Mike Munchak, Jesse Tuggle, Marion Butts, Al Del Greco, Bobby Humphrey, and Nick Lowry. So the reason I had that little pause there is we got the Jim Kelly, Joe Montana combination like we did at the start, and I am just hoping that means that somewhere along here we're going to bump into Mr. Bus, Jerome Bettis again, because I'd really like to send a couple of his rookies out to get graded. I can imagine if we get a nice SGC, how well that could turn out for me. So I really shouldn't say it for me, but bear with me here for 1 second. Okay. Jerry Rice, Jim Kelly, Joe Montana, Bruce Smith, Men of Autumn, John L. Williams, Chris Burkett, was that Benny Thomas, Frank Reich, Daryl Johnston, Mark Duper, Simon Fletcher, I don't know who that is, Rich Moran, Carnell Lake, Jeff Gossett, and Joel Hilgenberg. So, I'm feeling like we're due for a sweet rookie pull. Hall of Famer Bill Walsh. Lincoln Kennedy rookie, that's pretty sweet. I like that, I'm going to sleeve it. Carl Pickens, Anthony Miller, Men of Autumn, Sterling Sharp, Rondell Wolford, Clyde Simmons, Bruce Matthews, Nate Odom, Kelvin Martin, Todd Scott, Derek Kennard, Mark Kelso, Andy Harmon, Steve Christie, and Lomas Brown. Yeah, let's put Lincoln in his thing. That may be more out of just hometown love too. He was a Husky. Alright, well, we're burning through the second box. Dave Klingler. I don't even know who that is. Troy Alzine. How do you say that? Dan Marino. Ricardo McDonald. Nick Lowry, Man of Autumn, Don Griffin, Pepper Johnson, Terry Allen, Albert Lewis, Richard Brown, Tony Bennett, Henry Jones, Delmonte Dawson, Ken Lanier, Lamar Lathan, and Matt Elliott. Again, a lot of great ball players, but not the cards we're looking for. They didn't turn out to be super collectible dudes. Keith Jackson. Hey, Steve Young, Man of the Year. Haven't seen that card yet. That's pretty cool. Neil Smith. Steve, 90 plus. Oh, that's right. He had that really long touchdown back in, well, I guess he probably would have been in 92. Chris Warren, Man of Autumn. Mel Gray. There's B. Sanders. Barry Sanders, the Manders. Chris Spielman. Thurman Thomas in the same pack. Frank Reich. Daryl Johnston. Benny Blades, Mark Carrier. That's a pretty sweet pack there. No rookies, but really nice players. Hall of Fame players out of two of those guys. Actually, I think all three of them. Where's our franchise inserts, boys? Kevin Mack, Randall Hill, Jay Hilgenberg, Double Trouble, Clyde Simmons and Reggie White, Cortez Kennedy, Men of Autumn, Seth Joyner, Cornelius Bennett, Lawrence Dossie, Jim Arnold, Jerry Gray, Bruce Armstrong, Brian Washington, Steve Jordan, Todd Marinovich, Vai Sakahema, or however you said that, Sakahima, I can't remember, Reggie Roby, Alright, Dave Craig, Deion Sanders, 90 Plus Club, Jim Leachy, David Klingler, Mark Rippenman of Autumn, Eric Metcalf, Wilbur Marshall, Pete Stoyanovich, Michael Irvin, Tony Tolbert, William Fuller, Daryl Talley, Chip Banks, Will Wolford, Gene Atkins, and Vince Brown. Alright, Hostetler, Dotson, Ed McCaffrey. That's not his rookie? No, it's his second year. So 92 was his rookie, huh? Carl Pickens, Lawrence Dossie, Man of the Autumn, Chris Warren, Norm Johnson, Johnny Johnson, another Warren Moon, Fred Barnett, Tony Tolbert, William Fuller, John Gesick, Steve Jordan, Todd Marinovich, man was he supposed to be something, and Vai Sakahema, however you say it. Dale Carter, 92 season highlights. Who do we got here? Oh, I think that's Doug Williams. No, it's not. I'm not confused. Tampa Bay Bucks, that's Vinny Testaverde, Junior Seau, Rodney Hampton, Men of Autumn, Chris Burkett, Benny Thompson, there's John Elway, that's one of the cards we're waiting for. Ooh, right on top of Brett Favre, that's a nice find right there. Tommy Vardell, Darrell Lewis, Darrell Henley, Harry Newsome, Harris Barton, Tom Newberry, and Chris Miller. A couple of nice cards in that pack. Yeah, like when you can get Elway and Favre back to back. Two of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. We are getting down there. We're running out of opportunities to locate another one of these Jerome rookie cards, which I truly thought we would do. But we still have time. Oh yes, we do. Sean Gilbert, Quentin Coriat, Hall of Famers for Larry Little, Jason Hanson, the kicker, Cortez Kennedy, that's pretty sweet. Let's see, Brad Baxter, Al Smith, Tim Harris, Tom Waddle, Tommy, who's that? Tommy Barnhart, Eric Williams, Mark Rippon, Craig Hayward, Brent Jones, I don't even know who that is, Blaze Winter, okay, and Marvin Washington. Now keep in mind this was a minimal investment box, especially back when I bought it. Even now as a pack-based box, it doesn't cost much to get involved. But you get a hit like that, Jerome Bettis, if that pulls a 10, you're talking hundreds of dollars for that card for what, a couple bucks for the pack. Troy Aikman, Ricky Jackson, Sam Mills dual card, Dale Carter, Ricky Jackson, Men of Autumn. It looks like he's stuck here. Oh, hey, we may have our first franchise card, so let's be really careful here with this. Oh, it is too. It's an Emmitt Smith franchise card, so I think this is something we're going to want to be particularly careful about splitting. You gotta really be patient with these when they're aged and they didn't have the protective screen that they needed. I'm not worried about this Ricky Jackson card on top, so I'm going to go ahead and let that take the brunt of it. So what we're going to have to do is see if it'll clean up. The gloss on this thing really made it stick to the back of this Ricky Jackson, and that's really just gosh, that's too bad because that is the card that we wanted. Let's see if this is going to be. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, it's this one came with some surface damage. Just got stuck together. Time and age, and they just used the wrong material for what they had there. But anyway, still a nice card to have. Jay Novacek, Brian Cox, Mike Ken, Trace Armstrong, Melvin Jenkins, Mike Cofer, Chuck Cecil, Dan Sallymoon, Craig Hayward, Brent Jones, and another Blaze Winter. I'm a little frustrated with that card, but I'm still going to pull it out. You know, the care that you take with keeping these boxes and cases, you know, in the right temperature, in the right environment, and not moved around a lot. And then after all of that, too, have the flaws in the guard be something you couldn't do anything about. I'm sure you guys can see this stuff up here along the edges. Those white marks are not supposed to be there. That's part of the gloss from this card that is stuck to the back of the other. So, bummer. Let's hope we find another and we don't have that same situation. I don't remember it only being one per box, but to be honest with you, if they're going to come out like that, I won't mind. Rookie of the Year, Antonio Dotson again, Tommy Maddox, Eric Allen, Jeff George, Rodney Hampton, Men of Autumn, Ronnie Harmon, Irving Fryer, John Vaughn, Jerry Gray, Bruce Armstrong, Brian Washington, Kevin Green, Steve Tasker, Curtis Conway, rookie, that's a nice card, Vincey Glenn, and Ken Harvey. I guess I forgot to put my dog on mute too, for those of you that could hear him crying in the background there. I suppose I should put this guy in his sleeve. Curtis Conway, huh? Love watching him play ball, especially in college. Some of these guys, you know, as a college ball fan too, you fall in love with them in college, and even if they don't really succeed in the NFL, you just still love having their NFL cards. So, Robert Jones, Darren Lewis, Kevin Fagan, Tom Carter rookie card, Terry McDaniel, Men of Autumn, Pete Stoyanovich, not Irving Fryer, Michael Irvin, Tim McDonald, Pierce Holt, Phil Hansen, Wyman Henderson, Kent Hull, Henry Thomas, Kelvin Pritchett, Mike Merriweather, Albert Shelley. We're down to the last 6. Let's see what happens here. See if we can somehow get a franchise card out of these that isn't chunkered, and then somehow maybe get another rookie card. Chuck Noll, Hall of Famer, Dan Williams, rookie, Vaughn Dunbar, Rookie of the Year, Dave Meggett, there we go, Barry Sanders, Men of Autumn. So that's a nice card. It's not all chunkety chunked. That's a nice card. That's the kind of hit we wanted. black border, well centered, nice crisp corners, no damage. That there is going to be a gradable Barry Sanders card. That's why you keep these kind of boxes, even if the whatever ones get chunky. Cleveland Gary, Bobby Hebert, James Lofton, Terry McDaniel, Raleigh McKenzie, David Williams, Bryce Pop, Clay Matthews, the original, Mark Collins, Eric Green, Jerome Bettis. Got another one. That is a really sweet pack to have Barry Sanders here and in this kind of condition. And as I look at that Jerome Bettis card, I'm kind of taking it in. That is in really sweet shape too. I mean, so one thing I can tell you, you do Syndicate Sports Cards breaks. We're very particular about the boxes we break. Every once in a while you get a box that you start cracking it and it's not the shape you expected, and that's part of the deal, part of the hobby. But for the most part, when you're cracking packs, cracking boxes with us, they're either going to be graded. Most of our boxes are BBCE and FASC from sealed cases. So you're going to see some amazing stuff here in the coming months. Gary Clark, Ricky Prohl, Robert Jones, Darren Lewis, 90 Plus Club. I think we got a Jeff Herod, Hugh Miller, Sterling Sharp, Tim Crunchard, is that what that says? Crunchard? I don't know who that is. Andre Rison, Carl Mecklenburg, Jay Schroeder, Marv Cook, Reggie Langhorne, Andy Heck, Steve Tasker, and hey, another Curtis Conway rookie. We'll take that. I love those rookie cards. We're looking at 27-year-old rookie cards here, guys. 27-year-old football rookie cards that not a lot of people kept in shape, not a lot of people kept in sealed wax, and not a lot of people are getting them graded. These are the cards that are going to hold their value in the long run. You will see, they said the same thing about baseball cards in the 70s. In the 80s, they were saying that in the 70s they made too much. And then in the 90s, they said in the 80s they made too much. And now they say in the 90s they made too much. Well, I don't know if anybody was watching TV last night when Michael Jordan's card sold for $420,000, a 1986 Fleer. Look up a couple of the prices. Look what like an 87 Tiffany Barry Bonds pristine sold for. Things like that. It's just nuts. So, hey, we got another hit here. Bert Grossman. We got a Garrison Hearst rookie card. Looks damn well perfectly centered. Going to be great corners. Followed with a Dion, Henry Jones, and Mark Kelso double trouble card. Hey, here we go. This is a nice pack. You get your Dan Marino Men of Autumn to go with it. Tim Harris, Tom Waddle, Mike Brim, Mark Jackson, Tony Casillas, Kevin Ross, Jackie Slater, Bern Brostek, Ron Hall, Frank Warren, and Chris Hinton. Let's leave these guys up before I move on. Going a little over in time tonight, so I'm not going to hurry because that's when I'll damage cards, but just we're trying to work out the kinks. It didn't go quite to the time frame that I had allotted for it. I thought we'd run about an hour and 10 for the 2 boxes. We're at an hour and 13 now with 3 packs to go, so we're almost there. Okay, Tracy Scroggins, Patrick Bates, Bert Grossman, another Garrison Hearst rookie card. That's nice to see. Clay Matthews, Brad Edwards, John Randall, Wendell Davis, Harold Green, Greg Lloyd, Keith Byers, Clarence Verdine, Charles Mincy, John Taylor, The Catch, Jeff Wright, and Amp Lee. You guys like my 70s danger music that I got going in the background for us this year? Dalton Hilliard, Neil Anderson, Carl Banks, Louis Oliver, Michael Irvin, Men of Autumn. That's a nice card. Steve Young, Todd Light, Andre Tippett, Rob Burnett, Sean Jones, Sean Landetta, Vaughn Johnson, Jeff Legeman, Keith Sims, Anthony Smith, and Ken Norton. Ken Norton, hated him as a Saint Cowboy, loved him when he became the Seahawks coach. Sleeving these up, don't worry guys, you're going to go in the right spot. I know that Garrison goes with that other pack. Alright, last pack. Box is out of here. Fortunately, I believe that's our third Eric Curry rookie. John Fon 90 Plus Club, Tracy Scroggins, Patrick Bates, Ricky Prohl, another John Elway, Brett Favre, Barry Foster, Rodney Hampton, Charles Mann, Leonard Russell, Kelvin Martin, Todd Scott, Johnny Holland, Neil O'Donnell, and Mark Stepnowski. So we did it. We went through the 2 boxes. Great score box, considering we got multiple rookies of the guys we were looking for. The Donruss box, pretty good, although we wish we would have got the Griff. And other than that, just make sure you guys tune in again. We post new breaks here in no time.